Florida Missing and Endangered Persons Information. Clearinghouse Advisory Board, MEPICAB. Missing and Endangered Persons. Florida Missing and Endangered Persons. Florida Missing and Endangered Persons Information. Clearinghouse Advisory Board, MEPICAB. Missing and Endangered. MEPIC, at 1-888-F-L, missing, 1-888-356-4774. 2021. What is the MEPICAB? Missing and Endangered Persons Information. Clearinghouse Advisory Board, MEPICAB. Missing and Endangered. The Florida Department of Law Enforcement, FDLE, Missing. Endangered Persons Information Clearinghouse Advisory Board, MEPICAB, was created in 1996 to address issues dealing with Florida's missing children. MEPICAB is a diverse mix of law enforcement officials, victims' parents, government agencies, missing children, nonprofit organizations, and community members interested in missing children issues. MEPICAB's mission is to support awareness, education, and training for the prevention, response, and recovery of missing and endangered persons. The advisory board meets quarterly to discuss and implement plans and policies to combat and create an awareness of the large number of children that go missing every year. Board members are chosen by FDLE's commissioner from around the state to provide a balanced representation of Florida. Florida Silver Alert. The Florida Chiefs and Sheriffs, Florida Department of Transportation, Florida Department of Elder Affairs, Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles, Florida Highway Patrol, Florida Department of Law Enforcement, Florida Department of Lottery, and Florida legislators have worked in conjunction with concerned citizens and organizations to develop Florida's Silver Alert Plan. The Florida Silver Alert is used to locate missing persons suffering from an irreversible deterioration of intellectual faculties. The Florida Silver Alert Plan outlines 2 levels of Silver Alert activation: local and state. Local and state Silver Alerts engage the public in the search for the missing person and provide a standardized and coordinated community response. Florida Purple Alert Plan. The Florida Chiefs and Sheriffs, Florida Department of Transportation, Florida Department of Lottery, Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles, Florida Highway Patrol, Florida Department of Law Enforcement, and Florida legislators have worked in conjunction with concerned citizens and organizations to develop Florida's Purple Alert Plan. The Florida Purple Alert is used to assist in the location of missing adults suffering from a mental or cognitive disability that is not Alzheimer's disease or a dementia-related disorder, an intellectual disability or a developmental disability, a brain injury, other physical, mental or emotional disabilities that are not related to substance abuse, or a combination of any of these and whose disappearance poses a credible threat of immediate danger or seriously bodily harm. Purple Alerts engage the public in the search for the missing person and provide a standardized and coordinated community response. Amber Alert. The Florida Department of Law Enforcement, in cooperation with the Division of Emergency Management, Florida Association of Broadcasters, Inc., Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles, Florida Highway Patrol, Florida Department of Lottery, Florida Department of Transportation, Florida's police departments and sheriff's offices and private partners is responsible for activation of the Florida Amber Alert in accordance with the Florida Amber Plan. The Florida Amber Plan was established in 2000, making Florida the second state in the nation to develop a statewide Amber Alert. The purpose of the plan is to broadcast critical information of an abducted child as quickly as possible to the media and general public. The initial plan included use of the Emergency Alert System, EAS, to notify the media and public. The plan was expanded in 2002 to include use of road signs and lottery machines when an alert is activated. Additionally, the plan now includes the ability for members of the public to receive emails or free text messages when an Amber Alert is activated. To aid in the recovery of missing children who are in danger where there is no evidence of an abduction, the Florida Department of Law Enforcement established the Missing Child Alert in 2003. The Amber Alert was named for 9-year-old Amber Hagerman, pictured left. She was abducted in 1996 while riding her bicycle outside of her grandparents' home in Texas. She was found deceased 4 days later. The case is still unsolved. Amber has since become an acronym for America's Missing, Broadcasting Emergency Response. In 2003, Congress passed the PROTECT Act to establish and support the development of Amber plans in each state. For more information, visit the Florida Department of Law Enforcement Missing Persons Alerts webpage or contact the FDLE Missing Endangered Persons Information Clearinghouse toll-free number at 1-888-356-4774. Florida Missing Child Alert. The Florida Missing Child Alert was established in 2003 to provide law enforcement with a tool to quickly disseminate information when a child is missing and believed to be in life-threatening danger, but there is no indication that the child has been abducted. The Missing Child Alert is a media-focused emergency broadcast designed to engage the public in the search for the missing child. A missing child alert may evolve into an Amber Alert if the law enforcement investigation later reveals an indication that the child has been abducted. In these instances, the Missing Child Alert can serve as a mechanism to begin releasing information to the public while law enforcement continues to investigate the cause of the disappearance. Click here to view the criteria and activation process for the Missing Child Alert. To find out more about the differences between the Amber Alert and Missing Child Alert, visit the Amber Alert portion of this website. Florida Missing Persons Statistics. In 2021, there were 10 Amber Alerts with 10 recoveries, 48 Missing Child Alerts with 43 recoveries, 287 Silver Alerts with 280 recoveries. In 2021, 31 recoveries were directly attributed to the Florida Alert System. National Missing Persons Statistics. National. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, NCMEC, tracks the discovery of unidentified remains, if they have been identified by law enforcement, and how many remain open cases. In a study of unidentified child remains, the majority of deceased children were determined to have died within a week of going missing. Only 2% of the victims who went missing remained alive for more than 1 year before their death. Individuals over 15 years old were more likely to remain alive for over a week. Unfortunately, the vast majority of cases involving deceased children age 8 and under were not reported. Missing to law enforcement. When victims age 20 and under were identified, the study found that they had not been reported missing approximately 58% of the time. Florida statistics. Florida statistics. The Florida Crime Information Center, FCIC, indicated that Florida had approximately 25,262 active missing children cases opened and 12,020 active missing adult cases opened in 2021. Fortunately, most missing person cases are resolved within 1 month. Less than 1% of missing person cases are not recovered by the 1-year mark. As of December 31, 2021, there were approximately 3,500 active cases in Florida according to FCIC. In the 2020-2021 fiscal year, the Missing Endangered Persons Information Clearinghouse, MEPIC, opened 2,654 new cases from July 2020 to June 2021. MEPIC cases are opened when missing persons information is received from local law enforcement, Florida Department of Children and Families, and the public, and the data has been entered into the National Crime Information Center, NCIC. In the same time frame, MEPIC closed 2,558 cases. Cases are closed after the missing person has been found and/or the case has been resolved. The images shown below illustrate the FCIC 2021 missing child data, indicating the case type based on sex and a map based on NCIC data that shows missing person records for each county. As of 2022, Florida ranked second in the number of missing persons with a total of 1,252 cases. Leading the list was California, reporting 2,133 missing persons. We encourage everyone to visit their respective states' missing and endangered persons website and browse through the profiles of missing individuals. It's crucial to remain vigilant about our surroundings, as any piece of information, regardless of its size, could be instrumental in locating a missing person. Your awareness and cooperation can make a significant difference in these cases. In terms of missing persons cases per 100,000 population, Florida's rate stands at 5.52, which is below the national average. It's crucial to emphasize that the majority of missing persons cases are promptly resolved. For instance, in 2021, there were 521,705 reported missing person cases, with over 485,000 of them successfully resolved within the same year. If you possess any information related to a missing person case in Florida, we urge you to reach out to the Florida Missing Endangered Persons Information Clearinghouse at 1-888-FL-MISSING. Florida Missing and Endangered Persons Information Clearinghouse Advisory Board, MEPICAB. Missing and Endangered Persons.